Eh, whatever. Hey, folks. Oh, I forgot to switch my cam. Let's see if it works. I better check. Let's see. Oops. Come on. Stop. Cancel. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. See if it works. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. Okay. Um, let's see. Okay. Um, see. Can I hear myself? Oh, I guess I can, huh? Good. Okay. All right, cool. All right, there. There, I had to make sure. I forgot. I had to put in my new camera. Okay, earlier today, I was supposed to get my esophagus expanded, but they canceled because the doctor was too scared to do it or something. I mean, why did they say it last week? But okay, they did. And they're scheduled for June 16th. My one relative, he can't do it. My other relative, I hope, we'll see. Probably be a no, I'm sure. So I almost have to beg the doctor, say, "Oh, please, doctor, can I have it in the afternoon? Because I have to go by shuttle bus. People in apartments, they don't help unless you pay them a fortune. You have to pay them more than the van driver. And that's the way it is in apartments. People don't trust each other. And the ones that are real scumbags, they won't pay you gas money, or if they borrow money from you, they don't pay you back. A lot of scumbags in apartments, really. I mean, yeah, I'm stuck here, I guess. So what can I do, right? Should see those apartment here. You should hear those apartment dwellers and tenants meetings. They have their dreams that the apartment ownership's going to fix this. Yeah, get out of here. Those rich apartment owners that own several apartments, you know what they do? They just do the minimum. Replace the toilet, replace the sink, fix the shower head, maybe fix the sink. That's all they do. Maybe they'll fix the tile floor so a resident doesn't trip. Okay, they'll do that. As far as the carpeting is concerned, they just say, well, just clean the carpet. Of course, me, as far as the community room carpet's concerned, I mean, I don't really care. I wouldn't care if the community carpet was back in the 20s. Who cares? You know, they're not going to do anything. I know that. Just see the young lady that runs the apartment. She has a pipe dream, a real pipe dream, but that's all right. Everybody has a pipe dream. A pipe dream that I'm going to win the lottery someday. Wait a minute. Where is my lottery ticket? Let's see. Wednesday. Oh, I think I left it in my car. Did I? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did by accident. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Or did I? Wait. Let's see. I went for Saturday. Maybe I actually left it in the glove box. Yeah. Okay. I don't remember. Let's see. That's something. I didn't. Oh boy, I'm losing my own head. I find things anymore. This liquid diet, I'm gonna go senile. Yeah, yeah, heck with it. I just can't find it right now. I'll find it in the morning when I walk around. So to remind myself. The important thing is I just hope my relative can come through. Just think my relative called. I probably doubt it. Yeah, but usually they call while they're driving their vehicle because I'm too boring to talk to. You know, some of their relatives they'll talk to them while they're home. Some talk to me while they're driving. They're bored stiff when they talk to me. I guess you know they're just bored stiff. Yeah, I know it's gonna probably be a no, and I'll just have to beg the van driver to take me there somehow. Let's see, did my relative call? It doesn't look like it. No, no, doesn't look like it. I just, yeah, yeah. Brian doesn't seem interested in YouTube anymore, so that's fine. Eventually, when I hopefully can get that stuff out of the storage locker, I can get my Google Meets going, so I can interview, chat with people. That's what I want to do. I need the bread, you know. I need the bread. Yeah, and I just can't get it. And I've been kind of having trouble getting guests. Well, my guests are usually animals. That's all right. I'll get Sassy on again. She loves being on YouTube. Yeah. Little Teddy. Teddy's a cute little dog. Sassy's son. Yeah. Sassy don't pay attention to Teddy. Yeah. Yeah, the owner had to coax her into nursing Teddy, but she really didn't want to. Had to be coaxed into doing it. Yeah. Anyway, I just hope my appointment will go okay in the future. I'm just crossing my fingers because I really need to expand my esophagus. I really need to. I just, like I say, I just want to swallow food again. You know, like cereal and yeah, healthy foods. I'll have to eat those more. Yeah, I still like to eat the junk food. Yeah, and I guess I'm gonna have to do my best to stay away from it. You know, to live a healthy life. That's the trouble. You know, when you go to stores, well, in New Ulm, Cashwise is very good on their produce. Store is clean, is cheaper in price to buy produce than Hy-Vee. I've seen Hy-Vee's prices on their small watermelon and stuff. Yikes, very high price. So I had to go to Walmart and made a bunch of smoothies. I have about 2 left. I'll have to buy some more supplies so I can make more smoothies again. I have to clean my cups somehow. I have to boil hot water so I can get the cups real clean so I can do my smoothies again. Yeah. Why am I insured? More of that. Somebody's not interested. Yeah. I have to buy that too. Yeah. You gotta do something. It's a dull diet. Right? I'm gonna have to eat a dull diet for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. Late Dan Reeves, he was a coach of the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. He once said, I'm eating a very boring diet, but I got to eat it while I'm alive. So I'm going to have to do the boring diet. Dan Reeves once said that years ago. Yeah, I wish I had his football talent and his coaching talent. Yeah, can't do that. I don't have the ability, the intelligence to do that. Yeah, that's for sure. I just hope they can expand it. I hope so, really. We'll see. I'll just see what happens. It's all I can do. It's really all I can do. I just want to eat solid food again. I'll just have to be careful with certain things, I know. I just don't want to weigh 209 pounds anymore. Yep, I was 2 pounds of obese. I was extremely overweight. Yep, and when I went up those, oh geez. Okay. Hello, Mike. Yeah, I'm just live on YouTube. Yeah, and I'm live on YouTube too. You want to be on speaker? Yeah, with liquid. Yeah, I just drink liquid diet, remember? Until the 16th. I have to stay with my liquid diet. I can't really eat solid food until my esophagus is expanded, Mike. I don't have you on speaker, Mike, so you don't have to worry. They canceled it within 2.5 hours of my van ride. Yeah, so I had to call the van company and cancel. And I gotta see if my one relative can't take me there. I hope another relative will take me there and let me stay at their place, but I'm gonna 99% doubt it, Yeah, that certain relative is my only hope. Because they're going to call within 24 to 48 hours. They're not giving me an exact time period. It's strange, I know. Well, is that to see what my relative says? Okay, say, you want to be put on speaker, Mike? Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm on YouTube Live and stuff, but you're not on speaker. It gets 9 and 10 or something, but you can call me tomorrow, okay? Sorry about that, Mike. I just on live right now. No problem. You're all right. All right. Thanks for calling. Bye. Yeah, he doesn't want me to put him on speaker, so I won't do that to him. I don't play tricks with people. Yeah, he was concerned about my esophagus, stuff like that. But I told him I had to cancel it. They canceled it in the Lakeville one within 2.5 hours, of my van ride. Yeah. And now it says in that sheet with that new place in Maple Grove, they're going to tell me within 24 or 48 hours what time they're going to do it. And if I have to ride the van, I'm going to have to call and beg them that I can only go in the afternoon, because going in the morning will be impossible. I was saying, people in apartments, they don't help you give rides, you know. 'Cause I live in apartments where people are poor and stuff, you know, so they don't help. Help is a 4-letter word to most of them. Help is a 4-letter word. Help is a word the same as the F word, the S word, the C word. Yeah, to them it is. A lot of selfishness in this world. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm up to 168 pounds though. I was 160. Felt like a skeleton. I can't gain anymore, you know. Yep. So I'll have to stick with Ensure, fruit juices. I'll have to make my smoothies again with bananas and grapes or cherries and or cherries. And yeah, I can't have oranges, can't have lemons, because that's citrus fruit. Can't eat citrus. I can't eat so many things that's not even funny. I'm gonna follow it. I want to be alive for you wild horse fans. I really do. I really want to be alive for you. Yeah. I just hope my relative can do it, but I'm gonna bet the answer is no. I'll bet the answer is no. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I hope. I hope. If they don't do it, then I guess it's either that or wait till September. I don't know if I can handle liquid diet till September. I don't know. It'll be impossible. It'll be impossible. That's for sure. That's for sure, yeah. That's for sure. That's for sure, yeah. Yep. Yeah, like I say, looks like there's only one person in the room. That's all right. Thank you for listening. I don't care how few people are in the room, as long as you're listening. It doesn't matter to me. 2 times I've been attacked by trolls, and I beat them twice. Because the Google gods to help me fight. Thank you, Google people. Thank you, Google. I don't agree with a lot of things YouTube does, but you know, some things that are good, they fight for the kids. You know, I like that. At least the Google YouTube fights for the kids, and you have to. Because kids nowadays really need fighters. Fighters like you wild horse fans. And me too. Fight for the kids and fight for the teenagers. Let them have safe, happy lives. That's the main thing. My childhood and teenager was mostly no fun. The fun times I've had, I rode in Brian Warhol's 1967 Chevrolet Chevelle SS396 that I could squeal the tires like crazy, and that thing they could jack your car up. You're on the back seat, little kid. Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Yeah, but you didn't wear your seatbelt. Yeah, I know, but you people, you're the ones that vote for the politicians that pass the laws. So they pass them. And see, if they reverse the seatbelt law in the States, you know what insurance companies are going to do? Doing, or raise the rates up. Especially for people without seatbelts, which usually hurt or die. And then the insurance companies, they'll say, well, then they're going to drive us into courts. And blah, 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 blah. And then they'll have to raise the rates for the innocent people. It's just like my State Farm insurance agent says to me, We're not the government. We're not the charity. We're not a government or a charity. We're an insurance company. These are the superiors tell us to raise the rates. We raise the rates. That's how it works in the insurance business. I will not be in the insurance business. Not me. No way. No way. You gotta have thick skin to be an insurance agent. My skin is too thin for that. Way too thin. But for those of you that are insurance agents that can take the crying and the complaining and make good money, I'm proud of you. You know, I'm proud of people that can make a lot of money. No jealousy on my part. Not an ounce of jealousy for me. Not an ounce. No, sir. No, ma'am. No jealousy for me. Zero. Zero. Zero jealousy. Zero jealousy. That's for sure. That's for sure. You know, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. I'm just so happy I can go live. Even though there's few people, I don't care. I'm gonna hope that I can get that stuff out of the storage locker because I want to get that Google Meets going so I can get some guests and stuff. That's what I want to do. That's what I really want to do. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm everywhere. I'm here. I'm here. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere and I'm here and I'm there. I go wherever I want to go. I wish I could actually play music and memorize songs. Just think how much money. I mean, I wouldn't make a lot of money, but I can make enough to eat food and make people happy. That'd be a dream. But it's like my brother when he used to be in the Navy. He knew this band from San Diego, California. You know, they used to. I think they sang every week, like for 20 years, and sometimes I think they draw 600 people or more pretty often. And I think my brother asked a guy once. He says one of the band members. He says, "Hey, did you ever have a top 40 hit?" He laughed real hard at my brother. He laughed so hard, my brother thought he was going to laugh himself to death or something like that. He says, "Are you kidding? Are you kidding?" My brother says, "No, no, seriously, did you?" No. He says, "In order to get a top 100 hit," that's what the band member said, "you have to be hit by lightning while your vehicle is going 100 miles an hour." Yeah. He said he knew bands that drew thousands of people. They never had a top 100 hit. I believe it. Think of the Grateful Dead's only hit, Touch of Grey. Well, look how many people the Grateful Dead drew. They drew 8 to 10,000 people. They only had one top 40 hit, Touch of Grey. And Bobby Womack, he drew like 6 to 8,000 people. He only had one hit, and that's it. And I think Bobby Womack is outstanding. But hey, it's funny how the music business works. I wish they'd have a country music list like you do rock someplace. I can't find a country list, you know. I really can't. Yep, I really can't. Hey there. Let's see. Christopher Z. Velanik. Very interesting name. Very interesting name. So how you doing today? Oh, I'll call you Christopher or Chris, whatever. Or well, thank you. Yeah, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. I'll see what my relative will do. I don't know. I can't. Maybe my relative will be busy because my one relative, the educated one, you know, has so much to do. There's lots of things. I wish I had just one little teeny weeny pea-sized part of my relative's brain. Fine, I'd be a genius. I'll tell you. Yeah, yeah, it is very rough. I mean, not only couldn't I swallow food, I had like shit up my ass or crap in my butt. Yeah, imagine that. Hey, Don Slater. Yeah, yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I keep my hair at zero. Why not? I can't afford haircuts, so then I lived in one place where they had a bunch of bugs and they kept crawling my hair, so I put it on YouTube me shaving my head off. Yeah, I put it on YouTube. Me shaving myself bald. I'll shave a little right now. Right now. Oh yeah, back when I was a kid, my mom would always buzz my hair. You know. Yeah, that's true. Shiny be shine. There you go. Huh. Or too shy. Hush, hush, I. Yeah, that song by Mile. Oh, and just imagine too, back in the old days, a lot of women were just attracted to that guy. And later on, he admitted he was gay. Yeah, imagine that. Man, women just dug that guy. Yeah, imagine that. Yeah, and the band members are stupid. They fired the lead singer. What idiots. A talent like that? Huh. He could sing in my band if I had a bunch of people with musical instruments. Yeah. Why am I called the wild horse? Because horses are my favorite animals. I'll tell you about horses, you see. Horses built civilizations. Horses fought with humans in fights with swords and spears and all that. World War One, there's countries that used horses. And get this, in World War Two, this is true. The Polish army actually had horses like a cavalry with guns against the Nazi tanks. Now, I feel sorry for the Polish people and the horses because the Nazis wiped them out and they didn't do one thing of damage. Not one. Yeah. That was the last time they ever had a cavalry was World War II. Poland did against the Nazi tanks. And then there's a boom. I guess the people that were in the Polish military probably weren't educated enough about the enemy. When I learned in high school too, that was weird in World War. Yeah. Oh, I'm betting on the horses. Yes. Okay. Yeah. You know what? It's a survey. I'm going to do a survey on that. Have you an idea? Let's see. Gauge your audience. Okay. Start a poll. Okay. There you go. Do you want to ban horse racing? Okay. All right. Time for a poll. Time for a poll. Do you want to ban horse racing? What? Yeah. You want me to give you my truthful answer on horse racing? And I can do another poll too. You want to ban police horses? Some communities have, and some haven't. Minneapolis. I mean, I think in St. Paul they banned police horses, but Minneapolis still, yeah, St. Paul banned the police horses. Minneapolis still has them. I've seen on YouTube videos. Minneapolis police, they send the horses chasing after people. And those people run for the. Oh, geez, I'd run for my life. I wouldn't want to be trampled by a horse. Yeah, there you go. Ban the stupid people. Yeah, ban the stupid people. Yeah. You know, to be honest with you, I like to ban lots of people. Yeah. I like to ban not only stupid people, evil people, child abusers. Ban them too. Ban teenagers that commit horrific crimes, or adults that do horrific crimes to teenagers and children too. Ban them. Get them out of here. The city, Newell, Minnesota. I wave at the police very often when they walk in the morning. They know me. They know who I am. Yep, the Newell Police Department, they know who I am. They know I'm a long distance walker. I was once offered an interview with the New Ulm Journal, and they turned them down. Lake Placid, Florida. All right. Yeah. Oh, yes. I remember Florida. First time I heard about Florida, basically, in my uneducated brain come from Madison, the Miami Dolphins, when they slaughtered the Minnesota Vikings in the Super Bowl. And I was practically in tears. I said, oh, those Dolphins are killing us. Oh, Dad, I'm going to leave. He says, why? I'm going to go in my room. Dolphins are going to kill them. Oh, no, they'll come back. Then my dad was getting mad. Come on, Vikings! Boy, was he angry. Oh, Lake Placid, what small town? Yeah. Yes. I used to live in towns like Monaga, Minnesota. There was over 1,000 people. I lived in Cyrus, which is about 275. Cyrus is more my town. I lived in Perham, Minnesota. That was 2,900. Perham wasn't bad, except Tuffy's dog food. You see, when the wind blew the wrong way, you could smell Tuffy's dog food factory. Yeah, but people never complained in Perham. A lot of them stayed there. They have their yearly turtle races where it's like, okay, the turtle race is similar. Okay, you watch an episode of Gilligan's Island, right? They had this turtle race where if Gilligan loses, he's Mr. Howell's butler for a week. But then when yeah, boy, that's it. You went in the morning, I hope, because in the afternoon and at night, I hear there's a lot of rough characters going over there now. That's why I won't go alone anyway. I need some protection. I need some big bodyguards. The trouble is, though, yeah, I'll just stay out of there myself. You wild horse fans are braver than I am. You're braver. You're much braver than me. Yeah. Okay. Yes and no, 50-50. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right. All right. Yep. Yep. That's right. That's okay. That's all right. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's do it. I don't want to push stop yet. Okay, 50-50. That's okay. I'm happy for both. Do I want to ban horse racing? Okay, for those of you that vote yes, I'll make a deal. Once I get my live talk show going and I get Google Meets I'll invite a person over. I say, I'm for horse racing, I'm betting and stuff. But those that are against it are welcome to argue with me on my show. Yeah, they're welcome. That's fine. Who knows what could happen in the future, you know? Let's see. Yeah. Oh yes, I'm on. I'm kind of spacing out. I'm a space cadet. I'm a space cadet. Yep. So those, yeah, yep. That's the way it is. Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, yeah, that's the way it is. It's the way it is. Yeah. Oh, do I? Oh, do I have a favorite band? Oh, I have so many out there. It's not even funny. The last band I watched was in 1995. I watched Boston, and the reason I watched Boston because just like that lead singer, Brad Delp. Well, he is very talented, but the only thing is the keyboard guy of Boston. I found out later got all the CD money, all of money from records, CDs, anything selling for Boston. He gets the whole thing. He's a hired help. That's lead singer. And the only reason I listened to Boston because he was a lead singer. And nobody could like sing like Brad Delp. He had a special voice. Yeah. But then he made up his own band, a real, in my opinion, is a stupid name. Beetlejuice. Beetle Juice. Beetlejuice? What kind of name is that? Okay, he got some fans. Yeah. Would I pay to watch Brad Delp sing myself? Yes, I would, because he's a very talented singer. But Beetlejuice? Wow. Might as well call himself Brad Delp. He should have just called himself Brad Delp. What the hell? I mean, that guy, the lead singer of Chicago, yeah, he went by himself. He got 4 hits. He never came back to Chicago. And there's Genesis, Peter Gabriel. He's way more talented than Phil Collins. He went on his own. He never came back. But still, Genesis had a lot more hits. Peter Gabriel, he didn't care. I like Peter Gabriel, better singer than Phil Collins. I do. But everybody's got an opinion. Cool. You know, you know. Yeah, there you go. Oh, they're an outstanding band. It's a shame Ozzy Osbourne died. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. Yes, you're right. Phil had a bigger solo career, and when he was with the band, they equally had big hits. So yes, he was much bigger than Peter Gabriel, but I like Peter Gabriel as a singer better. But those that like Phil Collins better, that's cool. Hey, Phil Collins is a great singer. There's one song I like that he sings, "Taking It All Too Hard." That's my favorite song. That was 28th from the top hits. Oh yeah, you go. Most of his hits, a lot of his bigger hits were bigger than "Taking It All Too Hard." But I like that song myself. Yes, yeah, that's true. But then Peter Gabriel went on his own, and he stayed on his own basically. You know, he probably wanted to. Because if you're on your own, you see, you don't have to split 5 ways with your bandmates. If you're on your own, You're the singer, then you pay session singers. Sessions show up money, and that's all they get. Because a lot of session singers are playing in bands and sometimes as backup singers. So that way, maybe they get discovered and sing on their own. Just like that one guy, was it Gary Gary Wright, that guy that sang Love Is Alive. Yeah, he had this guy that played the keyboard. It was on his video in 1976. Later on, that keyboard guy, he later on was a band called Toto. And Toto was much bigger than Gary Wright. And I bet he made more money per concert than Gary Wright, too. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, they're both outstanding. And Phil Collins with the band, hey, tons of hits. Yeah, amazing. I don't think you'll ever see that again. Because I think most singers nowadays, they're like individuals that are very young. Okay. And a lot of times the corporate singing media companies, they want ladies that look great and wear their nail polish nice and nice makeup, and they can act weird, I suppose, yeah. And for guys, they want muscular guys who can dance and sing and all that. And you know what? That's why country music is like very big. They sing kind of more in a pop style. Central Minnesota. See, in Central Minnesota, I know I've said in previous video, do you know who's the biggest singer in Central Minnesota that sang in both the country and rock festival? The only one. You know who it is? You want to know? If you don't know, I'll tell you. I know who it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you saw 12. Oh, yes. He saw Ozzy 12 times and 5 of them show. He was Black Sabbath. Yeah. I saw him one time at the River Flat Jam in Minneapolis. That jerk Steve Hedden, who died. I think he only paid for his own ticket. I paid for gas money. I think I drove there. He never paid me gas money. That chiseler, he's a guy who later on threw a volleyball at my head. He's not around anymore. Oh yeah, he wanted to leave early. Oh, I was stoned too. Stoned idiocy. I was okay, Steve. I don't even know why. Here, his favorite band out, and he wanted to leave early. I don't know. And like an idiot, I did. Hedden's not around. No, well. Yeah, hadn't partied too much, drank too much, used too much drugs, and ate too much junk food. That's what killed him. Because I know Hedden, he always ate junk food. Yep. Yeah, I know. I was stupid back then. But at the Boston concert, I was sober. I had a good time at the Boston concert. It was weird. Here's this one guy, the security guy. He was just over the top. One guy was hanging by me. He just yanks and goes, "Get off the railing, will you? Sit down. Sit on the chair." He pulled the fans off the chair. And then I was just shaking hands with the guys. And the guy come up. He goes, "Hey, those guys behind you bothering you?" I said, "No, they're like my brothers and sisters, man. Seriously." He says, "Well, you look kind of angry." I said, "Oh, no, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the concert. I'm just mad at some of the people that act up around you." He says, "Yeah, I know. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. Enjoy the concert. I'll take care of everything, okay?" I said, "Yeah, thank you." I don't know. I don't. I just don't want to. I don't want to get in no fight with a security guard, because they could put me on the floor and use me as a mop. If he wanted to, he could. That's how tough concerts hire security people. Yeah. Oh, there's one guy who was one security guard. He was one security for the Rolling Stones one time while he was in AWA Wrestling. It was Jesse the Body Ventura. Yeah, he was a security guard for the Rolling Stones. He did that for publicity. The Rolling Stones thought, "Hey, Ventura's cool. We'll take him." And he drew a lot more people because of it. Yeah. And he actually was booed by almost everybody. A couple of people cheered for him, sure. You know, and he had his own gym. I still never forget. Saw him one time with John McAdoo. Yeah. Yeah, he does. He moved to Mexico. Mm-hmm. For the governor's pension, they say he was very careful saving his money. He never partied. He always like stayed in the hotel room with his wife, Terry. And I've seen pictures of his wife, Terry, when she was younger. Almost every guy on earth would beg for her hand. I'll put it that way. And Jesse wouldn't let him. I'll put it that way. And Jesse Ventura would not let him. No, they've been married for, let me see now, 82. Probably at least over 45 years, I'd say. They're still happily married. Yeah, still happily married. Congratulations to Jesse Ventura and Terry Ventura. Congratulations to them. And of course, in his wrestling days, he was always saying all the women flocked him and all that. Yeah. They make some claim on TV that Carly Simon wrote a song for him called Jesse, but actually she didn't. Yeah, he does. But to be honest with you, I buy other brands, you know. But those who want to buy Jesse stuff, cool. You know, that's cool. I usually like Wild West myself, and that's not a Jesse Ventura brand. So, but those that like Jesse's brand, you know, cool. Like I say, he makes a lot of money. He's a smart man. Yeah. Yeah, the trouble is, back when it was illegal, though, the only people that used to hang around with me were scumbags and idiots and troublemakers and all that. You know, in my younger days, it was just weird. But nowadays, as an adult, I mostly keep to myself. You know, I got to be very careful who I hang around with. You know? Yeah. I just wish there had been YouTube when I was younger, like 18 and stuff. Because I'll tell you, I could have done a lot more things than I could now. I mean, I used to do tons of voice imitations, you know. Right now, I can only do my own characters, and I don't do very good at that. So, you know, when I'm bored, I'll do my own characters and make me like a bunch of idiots. Except I make Mitch Victory act like he kind of has a brain. A greedy asshole, but a brain. But anyway, okay. Yeah. Oh, yes. Thorazine. Yes. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah. Yeah, that Dr. Quack Swayman, he gave me the Thorazine. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whatever you do, say, do you have kids? Do you have teenagers or children by any chance right now? Do you? I'm just asking you. Do you have kids? If it's none of my business, none of my business. But in case you do, or any of you people out there, you know, you're the only one in the room, but just keep them away from those drugs that make people high stupid. Thorazine's the worst drug there is. And I'm going to keep saying it. I don't care if someone punches me in the face, kicks me in the ribs. I don't care if the doctor puts that crappy food stuff inside my mouth again. And I don't care if the nurse shoves the crap back in my you-know-what. Because I am not going to back down 1 inch from what I say. No. I will not back down. Those don't like what I say, go and subscribe. I don't care. No matter to me. I do this as a hobby. I attacked my trolls twice. One guy slammed me on his videos. I won't give him his name. My friend told me that. I listened to it. 100%. My friend was right. 100%. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Well, I just don't have the bread. I don't have the money. Oh, all that car was that expensive. The one my sister bought for me, I had to get full coverage insurance. Plus, I got to pay renter's insurance. That's like way higher than just liability, And then the gas price is 4.50, 60 a gallon. Crazy. Now, if it gets $5 a gallon, and I have a 19-gallon gas tank in my Grand Marquis, that's $95, man. Crazy. But what can I do? I can't really complain. I mean, just those that complain, watch Afghanistan video, watch Pakistan video, watch India video. Watch those videos. Watch videos of China. Even watch videos of China. Most people drive either small cars or tut-tuts. Oh, $30 special. Oh, cool. All right. Oh, I just hope you enjoy the concerts, Ron. I really do. Man, if you can see, if you're on YouTube, if you can win a backstage pass, maybe you're lucky you could maybe be able to interview one of the members of the band. And they'll probably, chances are, I know it's going to be mostly no. I know. But the person may never know. Asking doesn't hurt. And if they say no, then thank them. Yeah. Yeah, enjoy the concerts. Yeah. I know they have free concerts in the park in New Ulm. That's the best I can do is go to their free concerts. That's the best I can do. But if I play the music, though, I'm going to have to play the original songs because if they copy rock and country songs, I'm not going to put that on here because then YouTube will give me a penalty flag and I have a strike against me. Yeah, YouTube, they're funny. Haha. Yeah, okay, they do some good things, YouTube, but they're singers. You see, the professional singers, they got their writings protected too. They're A-list celebrities. What the world can we do? We're just little puny little YouTube channels. We gotta be good, or they will ban us. And anything bad, you should be banned too. Ah, shut up, Tom. Nah, just kidding. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll do my characters again. I don't know. I just haven't been in the mood, really. I've been in the mood. Because they mostly do the eating stuff. Or I could do Tom in another town somewhere. I'll find a town he really doesn't like. But you've been to over 200 concerts. Cool. Wow. Say, you ever heard of a famous roadie named the late Connie Hamzy? She used to sleep with a lot of members of rock bands, and there was one sang by what's that one with American band? This one popular singing group. He sang a song called "We're an American Band. We're an American band. You go to your town. We're gonna party down." No, I can't sing like him. Yeah, Connie Hamzy. They wrote a song about her that band did because they had fun with Connie Hamzy. And Connie even wrote her book and all the people she had fun with. And she started when she was 14 or 15, crazy. And her mother signed her. Her mother. Crazy. Grand Funk Railroad. Yeah, that's it. They sang about Connie Hamzy. I mean, she was an adult at the time, but she was a Grand Funk Railroad because before that was 5 years. after she started going to concerts and having fun with the band members. And she did it with so many bands. Her name is Connie Hamzy. Connie Hamzy. You crazy. I mean, would I take Connie Hamzy? No, not me. No, she doesn't interest me. Not really. But hey, I mean, she'd rather have to be honest with you, see, Connie Hamzy wouldn't take me. She owns her own house and stuff. She'd take one look at me and say, get lost, Brady. She'd tell me, get lost. I'd say, okay. Because, I mean, she could probably get guys in their 20s and 30s still. I wouldn't doubt it. She's more famous than I am. And for an older woman, for the looks wise, she didn't really look bad in a way. Yep, Grand Funk Railroad. I remember that. That was the one that sang a song like after Connie Hamzy. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. When it was my daughter, 14, I'd say, no, you don't. Nope, not until you're 18 years old. You're not going to have fun with adults. The answer is no, I'd say. And nowadays, Child Protection Services will get after you. And that, that's the way it is nowadays. Yeah. And anyway, I wouldn't want my daughter to take no adult guys. No, not really. No, I wouldn't. Like I say, back in those old days, things were different before the internet and social media. We look at what's his name, Jerry Lee Lewis. Look at his third wife. It was like his second cousin, Myrna Lewis. Myrna was like 13. He married her. And then she talked about the media. Yeah, and that just turned his career way down. Because if Myrna would have shut her mouth for a while, for example, they say Jerry Lee Lewis, before that, he was competing with Elvis Presley. He was almost equal with him in popularity at the time. And then, boing, way down. Way down, yeah. Way, way down, yeah. Way down. That's for sure. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm still here. I'm just thinking of that. Thinking the hospital. I mean, good night. Yeah, expand my esophagus. I hope I can get there. Please, please get there. Pretty please with sugar on it. That's all I want. A little bit of sugar. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, everybody has different opinions on things. Yeah, I'll see. I'm still here. That's right. Oh, I'm getting dozing off. Oh, yeah, I can only go on until 10 o'clock because in my apartment, though, they're very strict on time. I forgot about that. Very strict. Oh, do I have a favorite movie? Very good question. I like It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. That's one of them. I like Trapped, where a guy was trapped in the bathroom after being robbed, and a bunch of Dobermans are running around trying to kill him. Oh wow, that was a wild movie. That was before security cameras and stuff. Back then, you see, security cameras are like very expensive. Most department stores couldn't afford it back then. Well, the police departments, many of them had security cameras. Yeah, you know, yeah. But nowadays with security cameras, but back then in '74, they used dogs. Yep. Oh yeah, Days and Led Zeppelin. Yeah. Oh, my favorite Led Zeppelin song is "The Battle of Evermore." I get tripped out listening to that song sober. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, wow, that's a trippy song. I had to listen to that song again. Oh yeah, I know it's on one of my favorite songs on my playlist. I put a bunch of music on there. And I have a playlist on my YouTube. I have the separate ones. Randy the Wild Horse's most wild favorite songs, classic favorite songs, stuff like that. I have my own playlist. Yeah, that too. Oh, I do too. I should put that on my playlist. Yeah, I just have so many. Well, I have ones that, like from way back, it's like sexual innuendo, like Betty Wright when she started singing her certain song. That's a sexual innuendo, and so is this one from Minnie Riperton. What's that? You can see inside me. You can see inside me. You can go inside my love. You can see. You can come. You can see inside me. You can come inside me. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that song's wild. A lot of stations wouldn't play that song back then. It was too controversial. Oh man, if they would have played that back then, where I came from, well, that song would have kept up. But no, there was a lot of these parents back then. All these old codgers, they'd get angry. They'd hold their advertisement money, and yeah, crazy. It took our generation to. Oh yes, the Ramones. Yeah. Oh, Joey Ramone one time was on Morton Downey Jr. as a guest. Yeah, it's too bad he left early. I thought he should have argued with that guy for the Kingston Trio. He was making fun of the way he was sounding. Yeah. See. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I do too. Oh, the most wild one in Morton Downey was the Bounty Hunters. Oh man, Dr. D. David Schultz. Oh geez. Morton let him get away with what he wanted to say. Almost any other guest would have been kicked out. If I would have said half what Schultz said, I would have been kicked out. But boy, that Dr. D just let that detective guy have it. Yeah. Yeah, there was Stan Rifkin. He's this guy. He was like bigger than Schultz. He was like an ex-Marine in the 50s. Yeah, he's done that for like 30 years. He was chased by Jamaican posses and stuff like that. I believe him. You should have seen when Stan ran up to that detective. He ran quick for a humongous man like Stan Rifkin. That guy could run. I know I couldn't outrun him. Boy, he is. But a fight between Rifkin and Schultz, I'd have to slightly give the edge to Schultz. On a slight. I think Rifkin could do him damage. I think Schultz would win. Yeah. Because see, David Schultz was a professional wrestler and stuff, you know. Yeah. And that thing where he got fired because he hit John Stossel, you know. I like sports. I like mixed martial arts. I like mixed martial arts. I like to watch the women fight in mixed martial arts. Yeah, and that's the trouble with Major League mixed martial arts. You know why most of the women are like young and attractive, and they were like real skinny? You know why they get the big bouts? Because most of the audience is men. That's why. And they want to put those pretty ladies up there for looks. You know, they were like very popular. A lot of guys like them and stuff. I mean, let's see. You know, they don't see. I'll watch women's mixed martial arts, for example. See if two ladies, say 350 pounds, could actually knock each other out. I'd pay to watch that. I would. Why not? I'd pay to watch the fights. I'd rather see two ugly women just pound the hell out of each other than two pretty women going patty cake, big goose man. You know, I would, but you know, but no, the pretty ladies in the professional leagues, they're tough. Don't get me wrong. They can beat up most human beings so bad. Some probably wrestle pit bulls and Rottweilers for all I know. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I wish there's a mixed martial arts thing in my area I can watch a professional. I have to look around. I want to watch one. Just watch a minor leaguer. I mean, just watch one guy that made it to the UFC or Bellator. That'd be cool. I mean, I'll pay to watch Brock Larson fight. Why not? I mean, why not? I mean, even though I hate this fighter, I'll pay to watch Paul Bunatello fight. I saw Paul Bunatello, but I insult him? Yeah, but I make sure I'd be way on the other side of the building because I wouldn't do it near him. Because what if I meet him in an elevator or something? Yeah, they call him Paul the, let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I seen him lose fights really bad. And one time, Bunatelli fought against, let's see, what's his name? Chick Congo, a big guy named Chick Congo. Chick Congo pounded Paul Bunatello so bad that Paul Bunatello tapped out because of Chick Congo's strikes are too hard. Yeah, and after that, the UFC cut him. If you can't take strikes, if you can't take punches, the UFC, they will cut fighters. Yeah. They want fighters that can defend strikers too. If they feel a person can't, goodbye. Out the door you go. That's why in UFC, they only give like, 3 fighter contracts. And at least, say if you lose 3, you have to be a good show person because 99% of the time when you're 3-0, UFC will say, goodbye. Out the door you go. Yep, that's the way they are. Females too, same way. Yeah. Yeah, UFC beat Bellator. I was watching Bellator, but UFC beat him. Patchy Mix was like a champion in Bellator. He went to the UFC. He was like 0-3, and the UFC cut him. And he was a champion in Bellator. And I think another one, his name is Pitbull. Patrice Freezy. He's known as Pitbull. He was like a champion in Bellator. He's like 1-2 in the UFC. 1-2? Yeah, the immortal Matt Brown said, yeah, but he said UFC is way, way tougher. This is the big leagues we're talking about. That was Matt Immortal Brown said that, and nobody said anything. You know, I wouldn't say that to Matt Brown's face neither. The Immortal, I would say it to his face. Hell no. To be honest with you, as far as the Immortal Pat Brown is concerned, I'd be too scared to meet him in person. I'd be too scared. I don't think he'd like me. So I'll cheer him on when he's fighting, and that's all. That's as far as I'll go with him, because I like the Immortal Matt Brown's fighting. That guy can fight. He don't give up on strikes. He's very good. Yeah, that's true. They bought it from the Ferretta brothers, and at the time, I think the Ferretta brothers only paid like, was it $2 million or something like that? Only $2 million. The Ferretta and Dana White got his part too. He was part of it. I think it's like, oh, I don't know, was he like 2-3%? He was a small percent guy because the Ferretta brothers got the bread because they own casinos and stuff in Las Vegas. Casinos that look attractive where the gamblers was like, oh, I'm going to win the jackpot. They have these big jackpots and they probably give out money once in a lunar eclipse. Yeah, a lot of people play the slots, but they say in the casinos, 97% of the money goes to the house and 97% go out crying. Oh, wait, 99%. That's why I don't go to casinos anymore. I lost more than I won. I said, I give up. I said, I give up. And I'm not good at cards. I'm not good at blackjack. I can't play poker worth a dang. But anyway, yep, the Ferretta brothers made 197 million clams, plus the extra clams the Ferretta brothers have. Oh, gee. Imagine that. I bow to the Ferretta brothers who make it $197 million. And no, they won't give us anything. That's cool. They don't have to. Yep. It's one thing when you ever meet very rich people, never bring up money when you're poor. Then rich people will tell you, the poor people, go take a hike. You know. I mean, I've had friends with people that had a lot of money. You just don't talk about money to them. Just talk about your interests, stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, that's what I do. That's right. Yeah. Yep. Just imagine. And Dana White got millions too on that deal, and he's still UFC president because that too, the new owners want him. RSO? Oh, it's Mixed Martial Arts Organization. Cool. Oh, Rick Simpson Oil. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. No, I never heard of it. But hey, anybody who owns oil wells, I've read. Look at the oil companies in the United States. Look at the oil companies. I mean, there are a lot of them are like in like Galveston, Texas. Oil smoke burns all over the place. But you know what? People stay in those jobs. Big bread. Working in the oil refinery. That's big bread. Yeah. What? It's up to the oil company executives what they want to do. Oh, that kind of. Oh man. I'm getting off track here. I think my brain is in reverse. Sorry about that, Ron Slater. My brain's in reverse, you know. Yep, my brain's in reverse tonight. Yeah, I have a bit of a gummy, so you know. I'm a gummy dummy. I'm a gummy dummy. I'm a gummy dummy. Dummy, gummy, dummy. You know. And any of you trolls want to put it on my song and put it in your 30 subscriber YouTube and make fun of me, go ahead. I just block you. I'm not going to pay attention to you. I won't pay attention. Why would I? Oh, there you go. My brain cells are over each other. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, let's see. See, you know what I saw on the Gong Show that was real weird? That was it JP Morgan got banned forever? One time they were playing that song, Gene, Dancing Machine. You go, do, 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 do. And then when she was getting to the song, she flashed her melons. It was just weird. Then they fired her. She's like, yeah. I think she was high on drugs or something at the time. Chuck Barris, he was high most of the time on the Gong Show. Yeah, he was high on cocaine. Yep. Chuck Barris was high on cocaine most of the time. Did you ever notice that his eyes were always kind of lit up and he's just always just acting wacky silly? No, he's acted wacky silly, you know? You know. Oh, yeah, and they had one thing in the Gong Show called the Popsicle Twins. There's these two young ladies. Hope they weren't underage. They were, you know, eating the popsicles, so to speak. Crazy. Back when I was 13 years old, they'd probably be stupid and say, why are they looking at popsicles so stupid for? That's what I'd be saying when I'm 13, you know. I didn't experience wild talk until I take a Cali, I was older, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes, we can get over 100 sometimes too. We get in the 90s and stuff like that. Usually around like June and July, you'll get up to the 90s and stuff like that. And see, and here's a tip for you people in Minnesota. In case your previous building has bed bugs, take your furniture, rent a storage locker where there's a tin roof, put your stuff in there, leave your sheets, your chairs that have foam, all that, leave it in there for 30 days. Because if it's 90 degrees outside, it'd be like 110, 115 inside the tin storage locker. They get roasting hot. Yeah. They get roasting hot. Yeah. Yep, that's true. Yeah, just roasting. Yeah. And that's how I got rid of a lot of the bugs I used to have in my previous place. Put in the storage locker for a while. Costed me $120 though, but it was worth it. Cost me $120 the whole month. And that's very cheap in New Ulm. Storage lockers for half that size is like 200 a month, 220 a month. Oh, gee. Air conditioning controlled storage lockers got over 200 a month. People, they're actually almost full. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Very crazy. Very, very, very crazy, crazy. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Any place I ever hear that has certain bug problems, I'm going to stay out of that building, definitely, no matter what. That's what I do. That's exactly what I do. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Crazy. Yeah, crazy, crazy. Very crazy. What do you do this weekend? Let's see. I'll take my walk, and then tomorrow I'm going to have my afternoon show. Yeah, and usually nobody talks, but that's okay. That's all right. And after that, I'll play some Wire Club Wordy. I usually play it after this show. I'm kind of hated by half the people because I put some of those real bad people on YouTube. It's in my Wire Club Wordy people who are negative, negative whiners. I put it on there. So what? I didn't look at their real names. They're just whining. I couldn't stand it. So I put it on YouTube. Why not? Yeah, a lot of people know better than whine. Of course, I have to stop playing with powers, but you can play powers against me. Anybody can. When they play first, I just play it back. Whiners. Okay. Oh, I understand. Yeah, you dislike. No, I'm just saying a lot of the wordy people, see, okay, in Wire Club Wordy chat room, see, I say game please on there all the time. I don't pick fights with other chatters in Wire Club Wordy. Because you see, when those people start putting me down and calling me a bunch of names, I just ignore them. You know why I do that? Because that way I'll get some extra subscribers. That's why. Dum-dums them. I get an extra 10 subscribers. I don't care. So what? They stopped after a while because I just ignored them. I blocked some of them, yeah. They unblocked me. I don't even care. I get enough players to play. They think you get no players to play against me. I still get some, Yeah, me too. Me too. I just had one earlier, to be honest with you. Sent one earlier. Yeah, you kind of tell because I'm kind of dumb right now. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna have to kind of use my brain because I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll. I just don't like when the lawn service and the apartments come because they already dusted my car and kind of scratched it. So I got to keep an eye on them tomorrow. Hopefully they won't come, but you never know. Cool. I won't tell anybody. Shh. I won't tell anybody. Our secret. Yeah, our secret. Our secret. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I wish back to the old days, I met people that could make those things, you know. I never could meet anybody that could make it. There was one person that once made tea. One time, one guy gave me a book on how to make some tea out of it. And I tried it and I tasted it. It tasted awful. And that guy his name was Gary Reeves. He said, "You know what, Randy? You're too fucking stupid to know how to make marijuana tea. You know that?" I said, "Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Gary." Because Gary was a crazy man. He'd attack you. If you don't like your comments, he'll punch you right in the face. He'd do it. He's crazy. I said, "You're right, Gary. You're right." You know, because he knew I'd never fight him. No, he's been gone since 2012. It's his hard partying that did it to him. Too much of the crank, too much crank in the old days. Loved his cigarettes, smoked a pack a day. Didn't really exercise. He ate a lot, but he was a tough man, though. You know. Yeah, I understand that. But trouble was, speaking for myself, when I was a younger man, I didn't use my brains enough. You know, I did. I used to smoke almost a pack a day of mostly Marlboro Lights Box 100s. I smoked players sometimes, the regular players. I smoked. I smoked some Winstons. That was all right. I tried Marlboro Reds. No, it's taste wise, not it's that. But the worst cigarettes I ever smoked, and I quit those because I couldn't breathe, was Marlboro and the Silver Box 100s. Oh boy, that'll take your breath away. Just like the song by Berlin, "Take My Breath Away." Oh boy, no thanks on those cigarettes. Oh no way, no way. Especially, I wish in school they would explain cigarettes contain urea, so as you pee. They never said that in school. They should have said that. That could get a lot of kids to quit. Man, I would have stayed away from cigarettes. Oh my, you know. Well, you saw Berlin? Cool. Huh. Yeah, they broke up. It was just weird. They were on top of their game and they broke up. Crazy. I thought to myself, why don't you just keep trying for a while? Unless if they all of a sudden didn't make money or something, or maybe they were spendthrifts. I don't know. But some bands are spendthrifts too. Most bands save their money, but some just spend money. Just like Kiss for many years. They said Gene Simmons says a lot of years they broke even on Kiss bands because of all those fireworks they did all the time, all those just they hired experts that can do that stuff, and you had to pay them a lot of money. And Kiss did. Kiss isn't a band I listen to personally, and they're not my favorites, but they're popular back when they came from. They had their hardcore ones back then too. And Gene Simmons, that guy's got a brain. Guy's got a brain. He's so smart. He bought off Peter Criss at Ace Frehley's 25%. Plus, he even bought Peter Criss's song Beth. The song Peter Criss wrote and sang was owned by Gene Simmons, and Gene Simmons never let Peter Criss sing that song. Never. Because Gene Simmons does what Gene Simmons wants to do. He owns 75% of Kiss. Imagine that. and Paul Stanley owns the 25%. And he bought from those two before the internet explosion. Simmons just made bread like crazy. I saw that guy in interviews. That guy's smart. Oh, God. I don't think I'd want to do business with that guy. He'd outsmart me. Yeah. Oh, Simmons, that guy's smart. Oh, God. Oh, he had his dumb reality show with his wife he claims he'll never marry. And with his two kids. There was some reality show. Yeah, okay. Reality shows are all acting, basically. But then after a while, when his ratings went to the tank, they briefly went up when he actually married her. Then the ratings briefly went up, then it went to the tank again. Because, I mean, you know, all those reality shows, they do the same things, just like Ozzy Osbourne's reality show, same thing. They do the same stuff over and over and over again. Then after a while, people lose interest and watch something else. That's what it is. Oh, still listen to his music, buy his music, sure. But, you know, on his shows, people just pound the same drum. You know, that's fine. Hey, makes the bread. Lose a little bread, quit, enjoy your bread. Why not? Enjoy the bread. Enjoy the bread, man. Yeah, man. Enjoy that bread. Let's go have a kicking good time, man. Yeah. Go to concerts. Get some wild women. I don't gonna talk dirty. There might be women out here that might feel offended by what I say. As if I wore long hair. I used to wear long hair too. Down my shoulders sometimes. There's only one person I could cut my hair, it's my relative. And I haven't visited my relative in a long time, so I just shaved my head. I just shaved my head and heck with it. Yeah. That's cool. I like long hair. You know? That people these days, they wear hair of all kinds. Long hair, short hair, spiked hair, frizzy hair. Some people wear hair that says grease. Whatever. Wear your hair the way you want. Whatever clothes you want, as long as it doesn't say offensive, stupid stuff, you know, like harming children and babies, for example, you know. Nappy hair, don't matter. Yeah. It don't matter. I'm just a bald-headed geek. That's all I'm just a bald-headed geek. And I'm no geek. I'm a freak, so to speak. And I'm a geek. I can't even rhyme anything. You know, I just can't really rhyme anything. Yeah, well, let's see. 2 votes. 1 yes and no, 1 no vote for banning horse racing. Okay, cool. 1 yes and 1 no. At least I got 2 votes tonight. That's good. And I'm not going to do the deciding vote. Nope. I don't believe in voting for my own stuff. That's wrong. That's cheating. I don't cheat. Cheating's for cheaters, and I'm not a cheater. I dabbled in the bad stuff when I was a younger man. And as an older man, I'd kick my younger self in the rear end and say, "You're an idiot." No, I got 2 votes. 1 yes, 1 no. I got 2 votes. One yes, 1 no. I got 2 votes. It says on there. 1 hour ago, 2 votes. Tell you what, if anybody wants to do the tiebreaker, I'm gonna call the win either way. Okay. Those of you in this room, please vote yes or no. Then I'm gonna end the poll. I know. Okay. All right. End the poll. The no's win. Whoops. Okay. The nose win tonight. Congratulations. I just ended. What the heck? Yeah. I know. I just have trouble getting people in here, but that's the way it is. This is my hobby. I'm different from the people I interview with. You know, yeah. I've been interviewed by Make a Horror Show with Angel Shark. I've been interviewed by Jimmy and Jimmy's Treehouse. One guy I'm not going to name doesn't deserve my publicity. And I was interviewed. Okay, I'll say Random Candor. I'll do Random Candor a favor and say his name. Candor. He's probably playing video games and saying how he hates YouTube people for ignoring him or whatever. That's fine. Candor can be Candor. That's fine. You've been interviewed by the police. There you go. So have I. You're doing stuff wrong. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, just like that time when those jerks from Monotony. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was stupid. I could have ran away. I ran to the cops. That was stupid. Got busted. Did my time. Was humiliated. And I said, no more. I'm not going to break laws anymore. Nope. I know it wasn't you. But no, I wasn't going to break laws anymore. Nope. I want to live the good, honest life. I want to live the honest to goodness life. Yeah. Honesty is the best way. It always is. It always is. See, you remember that show in the 70s called The Bugaloos, that one trippy show? When I was a kid? Oh, that show was trippy. Yeah, then they had one where Caroline Ellis played in this crazy movie. Her name was Glad. It was a crazy British movie in the 70s. Oh, that was so weird. That was a weird show, that British movie. Yeah, Caroline Ellis from the Bugaloos was on there as Glad, and the way Carolyn was moving, I thought to myself, Carolyn, you must have done that before, but the way Caroline Ellis looked, wow. I could die and hit the sun. Yeah. Yeah, I see. A lot of crazy. Yeah, Felix the Cat. I remember Felix the Cat. And I like Top Cat too. One puts a coin and takes it out. Acts like he's a rich guy in a cat, but he comes out in cardboard and stuff like that. They sing a corny song called Top Cat. Yeah. Remember those old time crazy cartoons? Yeah. Remember that show HR Puffin Stuff? That was crazy. That Sigmund and the Sea Monsters. Crazy shows that those Kraft people came up with. Crazy. Yeah, lots of crazy movies. They had movies that was called, was it Blaxification? Something like that. I think those Blaxification movies, some were really great. They were funny. HR Puffin Stuff. There was rumors that claimed that HR Puffin Stuff was something to do with puffing something, or because they always had these weird colors, and it was just weird. It was a weird shows. They were just so weird. Yeah, they're so weird shows. What's another one? HR. Yeah, and there's that one band show. They try to be um, like famous around the world, but they didn't really do it. But they were famous just for a kids show. Captain Cool and the Kongs. Yeah, there's this hippie band, and yeah, I mean, they focused on this one band member, but I thought they should have focused the two ladies equally, because I think the lady with the kooky looking hair, I think she looked pretty cool herself too. I thought, give them equal time, man. You know, and one guy on that band, but I think it was like a drummer on Three Dog Night once for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if he quit or they let him go or something. I don't know. Captain Cool and the Kongs. It's spelled KAPTAINKOOL and the KONGS. Captain Cool and the Kongs. Yeah, that was a crazy show. I just watch it. It's dumb comedy. Sometimes I'll just watch dumb shows, make myself dumber, I guess, or something. Yeah, yeah, that's on actually at the same time. Okay, do you have a you? I'm gonna have to tell you, you're gonna probably go to that channel, but same time as my channel at 8 o'clock. The midnight special is on 8 p.m. live. I have type in the midnight special. They have all kinds of bands on there. They do that every week. Sometimes they'll like do the repeats, but they get a lot of people to come on there as chatters. No wonder they're killing me. Oh, they get hundreds of people on there all the time. And they play bands on there. They play was it Eric Carmen and the Raspberries Go All the Way? Please go all the way. I know what that means in the backseat of a car. Yeah. Yeah, that song, I like that one. Eric Carmen and the, yeah, Raspberries one. Yeah, that was one of my favorites. Yeah, they had a lot of wild songs back in the 70s. Yeah, I think, who else was on there? I guess. Yeah, there. Yeah, the one Bill Bruford's on. Let's see. Forgot offhand. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Uh, I'll check you out, my friend. I'll check you out. Oh, okay. Oh, you're not really a YouTuber. Okay, cool. So that's cool. You don't have to. You don't have to. Cool. Yeah. Now the one concert I like the best that I went to the whole thing out of the two I went to was Boston because I stayed the whole time. That one with River, that River one with 22,000, the one with 38 Special, and Ozzy Osbourne was the main event. And Steve Hedda wanted to leave early, and I was an idiot, and I did. Dummy me. Dummy me. Yeah, I was dumb. I was dumb back then. I thought the kid was my friend, but then he turned around, he threw a volleyball at my head one day in gym class. He was lucky I held back. Very lucky. He's lucky I didn't catch him alone somewhere. I never really went alone anywhere because I went to crowded places. I really want to meet people, but a lot of people didn't like me back then, but it's cool. Hey, things happen. What can you do? You know, a lot of it's my fault. I'll admit it. Yeah, a lot of it's my fault. You know, it really is. Yeah. Yeah, 2.5 hour ride to a concert. Yeah, imagine that. Wow, that'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just broke. I'm broke in more ways than one myself. No. One thing I'm just hoping for on the 16th, I just hope my relative will help me get to that hospital in Maple Grove so I can ex- expand my esophagus. But I don't know. It'll probably be a no, and I'm going to have to accept it. I'll also have to hope the van ride will take me there in the afternoon. That's all I can do. That's all my relative says yes tomorrow. I hope, I hope, I hope. I'm going to doubt it. I'm going to doubt it very much. Yeah, me too. Because right now I can only take solid food, such as Ensure, juices, and I can make smoothies out of bananas and grapes and all that stuff. But my blender, my Oster blender, that top one, that broke. It just leaked all over the place, so I had to throw it away. But the chopper one does work. So I use my chopper to make smoothies now. I use my chopper. The chopper hasn't broke yet. I hope not. Because bananas are pretty hard to chop. They're hard to chop, but bananas are good potassium. So bananas and grapes, cherries, no citrus, no oranges, no lime, no tomatoes. I'm on a strict liquid diet. And I've been on that diet for like, I think 3 weeks now. Before I couldn't even drink anything. He said, what? One time I was so bad, I could only drink Evian spring water until I could finally drink tap water. And I spent, was it three 1.5 liter bottles of it? It ran me $41. But hey, it saved my life. Thank you, Evian spring water. Thank you forever. Thank you. I think once in a while I'm going to drink Evian spring water. Yeah, why not? Why not? It's my favorite water. Why not? Yeah. Well, that's cool. As long as you can afford it, though, that's cool. You know, a lot of that spring water you buy at the store, it's like very expensive. But hey, I'm not mad. No, not at all. Because it takes a while. See, Evian is made in France. It takes a while for the water to come down, you know. Yeah, they do it in a very slow process. Evian does. And they've done that for centuries, basically. Yeah, a case of 1.5 liter of Evian? 1.5 liters for $4? You sure that's not another brand or something? Can't be Evian. Evian. Depends what the person drinks, you know. I like Evian. I always stick to brands like Evian myself. But those are like other kinds of water, cool. That's cool. People like what they want to like. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. That's cool. I'm kind of an Evian drinker myself. But that's cool. Do what you want to do. That's cool. Go to any garage you want to fix your vehicle. Never let anybody else tell you what to do. You go where you want to go. Period. Yeah, when I used to go to garages, people would tell me, "Oh, well, no, I'll go to garages I want to go to." ones I'm comfortable with. Yep, 2,500 people. It's not, it's small. New Ulm, let's see, we have 18, no Minnesota, let's see, I'll look it up. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what the current one is. Let's see, 14,120 with the 2020 census. 2023, 13,925. Yeah, plenty of people here. To me, any town over 5,000 is big to me. Any town over 5,000 is big. I've known people go to towns with 2,000 people. I'm going to go to this big town. Yeah, it's about 2,000. Oh, okay. I don't argue with people what they feel about the size of their towns. Yeah, Cyrus is kind of picking up slightly in population. Yeah, slightly. Because housing prices are kind of cheap, and then it kind of went a little up again. And it's near Morris, Minnesota, where they have the University of Minnesota Morris. And sometimes they use small towns as a bedroom community. Well, like Garden City, Minnesota, where my friend lives, get this. There's a house for $22,000. Inside of that house, studs. All studs, no toilet, no bathroom, nothing. Nothing but studs. $22,000, a real old house. I looked at it. I said to Mike, how long, Mike, do you think they're to sell that house for? Mike says, I give it about 2-3 weeks. He said, sold the next week. I said, I think I looked it up and I said, this sold the next week. Mike, that's surprising. And Mike said, that doesn't surprise me. He says, people got money down here. Yeah. Oh yeah, up in towns like Hewitt, Minnesota, if they had a real tiny house, you can probably pay 22,000. It'll be ratty and stuff, yeah. But I don't want to live in Hewitt because there's too many drunks that live up there and too many poor people, and when people get liquored up there, they start fighting. And you have to go through the sheriff, and the sheriff could be in the next town. That's the trouble. Yeah. Yeah, where I live in New Ulm, I can walk like a mile or two to the laundromat, and let's see, what time is it? Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to wrap the show up real quick. Up at the laundromat, let's see. Up at the laundromat, I walk like a mile or two in the morning, and nobody bothers you. Can't do that in Wadena, Minnesota. Somebody said drugs would bother you in Wadena. Not in New Ulm, no. No one will bother you. Nope. Well, I'm gonna go now. So, thank you for tuning in, Ron Slater. Thank you very much. And to all you other invisible people. So long. Wish I could stay longer. Restrictions in apartments, they stink. I hate it. I hate it bad.